So the crypto market is crashing right now, and I want to talk about it. I want to have more of a brief, of just a frank, straightforward discussion with you about it, what I believe is coming. And quite frankly, even I was caught up in it the other day when Trump announced a strategic reserve, and I took some of my cash, most of my cash position actually, and pushed into the market. So that stuff's in red right now. Um, I've been talking about the crypto market dumping for a handful of days. For the last couple of weeks, I said there's a period of like 3 or 4 days where you're going to see the markets tank. I had been expecting it to go to 73, 74,000 on Bitcoin and all of the other uh, uh, altcoins to follow suit. And then on Sunday, Trump announced this crypto reserve, which we'd all been expecting. We've been talking about it for months and months. As a matter of fact, greater part of a year. And the market rose. So I said, well, this must be the rabbit out of the hat moment. But there's something else going on behind the scenes. I'll explain how it's happening. And to be honest with you, I'm personally scrambling to find more cash to go buy more. And I believe this could actually get darker in the next couple of days because there's an announcement coming, I believe, on Friday at this crypto event that's going to change the game. So let me start with the story. I also want to remind you, I'm just extending the sale on the AI 101 course, the Ninja AI 101 course. If you want to learn about artificial intelligence and actually get it working for you right now, and I'm talking about a lot deeper understanding and knowledge than typing on ChatGPT, the link's down below, and I'm going to be publishing the course tomorrow because we had a little snafu misunderstanding with when the lessons were going up. So that's going on tomorrow instead of today. So the sale is going on for one more day if you want to look at that. All right. This story's out of CNBC, and it says, pro-Trump techies are enraged by president's crypto reserve announcement causing an early riff. Now, I want you to think about the mindset behind certain people that are worth a lot of money right now, okay? And I do not believe it's all pro-Trump people that are causing this crash. It says here, let me get it right to the moment. It's talking about the Winklevoss twins. I don't know why this story is acting up on me. There we go. Okay. It says here, come on, Ninja. Let's just put it this way. I don't care. Look, it's a story, whatever. Winklevoss twins. They came out and they said, we don't think they agree with the Bitcoin part being a strategic reserve, but they do not think that Ethereum should be part of it. XRP, Cardano, and what was the last one? I'm completely blanking out. Come on, everyone, help me out. What was the last one? They don't think that those should be on the reserve list. And the reason why is they didn't give a reason why. So a couple things are happening right now. I believe you are seeing people that hate Trump, hate freedom, hate America being great again, and they want to smash every single thing he does, okay? For everything that Trump says, there is a complete and opposite narrative being built out and pushed out around the media, all right? I believe in the next week or so, we are going to see data, numbers coming out of big market makers and funds that dumped their crypto on the open market to cause a crash, to fire off everybody's stop limits. And then on the other side, there was massive accumulation, and most people don't realize they're the exact same companies. Most people do not understand that you could take, if you had a lot of something on the stock market or the crypto market, enough to really invoke change if you started to dump it, right, on the open market. You could actually have other companies set up, shells or subsidiaries, on the other side with open accounts. And as your dumping of let's say your bucket of water, right? You have a bucket, 5-gallon bucket full of water, right? And there's a bucket that's 3/4 of the way full on the ground. And you start to take your bucket and imagine it's stocks or crypto, and you start to dump it into that other bucket. Well, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that 1/4 of that full bucket, once it hits that bucket, it's going to start to overflow, right? So the sell orders, dumping, and you start to overflow the other. And then what happens with that other bucket? It starts to overflow and dump, right? Well, what you don't realize is underneath that bucket that's on the ground is a bunch of companies that are buying up all those sells. And what happens, especially in retail, you cause a panic. And I believe that the next couple of days, you could see this panic get worse. Now, I hope I'm wrong. But I'm going to accumulate cash and putting it in my accounts just in case I'm not. I'm not buying more at these levels. What I'm doing is I'm accumulating cash, keeping it in my account. And if it gets worse, if we see another 10% drop on Bitcoin, yeah, I'm going to start picking up. All right. But as that bucket on the top is dumping into the bucket on the ground, and the water just keeps flowing out, and the amount of time of water dumping out of that bucket goes on, the longer time, the more and more people they become afraid. This is basic human psychology 101 when it comes to trading in capital markets. The longer the bleed and the more intense, the more people are going to think that it's never going to end and this is going to be like this forever. Type 1 if you get that. As a matter of fact, I can't even see my comments right now. Type 1 if that makes sense to you. Type 2 if you're like, no, I don't think that's right. So you've got two groups of people. This story is saying it right here, that the Winklevoss twins, hey, they own Gemini and they're pro-Trump, but just, most of these guys are pro whoever's going to win. I don't know if you also understand that. Type yes if you understand that. I don't know why I can't see my comments this morning. Because I'm always looking to see what you guys are saying, and it's just totally frozen. Thank you. Thank you, YouTube. Hold on, I'm gonna try one more time. Yeah, YouTube's been messing with me again. All right, so these situations are gonna get pretty dire, because I think you're gonna see big fund managers trying to liquidate the market and buy up more and more. Well, this is what Trump's doing right now. What Trump's doing with his strategic reserve is he's trying to get the U.S. to buy networks. Okay, this isn't an investment play. This isn't like the government's trying to go out and going, hey, if we buy Ethereum, it's going to go up and we're going to be richer. That's what retail does. Okay, this is not what the government's doing. The government wants to sit there and go, hey, we want to own the network. All right, we want to have a sizable chunk, because these networks take these tokens as gas fees to use them. And Trump knows, and his team knows, that, hey, we want to be able to put parts of the government on the network because of transparency, speed, and cost savings. All right. And they know that if they don't go buy a bunch of Ethereum or a bunch of XRP, they're going to be stuck having to go buy it from the open market when they want to use it, whether it be in banking or if they want to build apps on it for the government to build more efficiency. So he wants to buy this as soon as possible. All right. Now, there are a lot of people in the government that can't stand Trump, and especially all of Congress. I don't care whether they're Democrat or Republican. They're scared crapless because they all took bribe money, and that bribe money is your tax dollars. Okay, that's what's really happening right now. So I can't even believe in the government that someone could stand up and go, they're trying to abolish the IRS. And they're like thinking that the person on the other side of TV is going, yeah, that's crazy. We got to stop him. Like, seriously, it's weird not seeing your comments. I'm not joking. Like, I love seeing your comments, and yeah, you gotta love YouTube. Please go follow me over on X. They're not holding the ninja back. Like, please, there's a link down below. I'm not joking. I cannot read your comments, and I love reading your feedback. So this Friday, what's about to happen, I believe, is I can't say I know for sure, because I get things wrong all the time, right? Does anyone else get things wrong here? Trump's going to announce tax-free crypto, and the rumor is that the announcement's going to say, if you have held it over 1 year. Now think about what this is going to do to the market. It is going to add amazing stability. Now, there's not, for the next handful of years or a decade, there's not going to be real true stability in the crypto market, because it's a new technology and it's doing this, right? But what I think is you're going to see it keep doing this, like the housing market over time, because if you are incentivized to buy something and hold it for a year and you get it tax-free, look at the housing market, how it works out. I'll give you an example. How many people own a home and they say, hey, if we buy it, fix it up, and then we sell it for a good profit, we're going to make money, and that's exciting. But that profit, if we hold it for over 2 years, we're going to get all that profit tax-free. And it actually forces people to hold it for, a year longer, 6 months longer, or just 3 months longer to get to that 2-year mark, because they know they're going to get it federal tax-free up to a certain amount, right? Well, now think about it with crypto. If all of a sudden the president goes, hey, if you guys own crypto and you hold it for a year or more, it's going to be tax-free. What's that going to do? There are so many people that'll hold, and on a day like this where it's dropping, they're like, yeah, am I going to sell it? Because the second I sell it, I'm going to take a tax hit. And you guys know that if you've been in the crypto space for more than a few years, what's one of the greatest fears retail investors have? And this is such an amazing thing. As a matter of fact, I'm saying it out loud and it's really coming to me spiritually. Holy cow. All right, think about this. One of the greatest fears that retail investors have is, Lord, please give me wisdom over what I'm about to say, is selling because you're afraid of the tax man. And if he announces that crypto will be tax-free if you hold it for 1 year or more, that will break that fear. I'm sorry, I'm trying to take this in right now. Our government has ruled through fear ever since the tax system was put in place in the early 1900s. And I hate taxes, but it's a tool the government uses to control its people. And right now, the government's being found to be stealing our taxes and padding their own pockets and becoming wealthier than you and I could ever imagine. When Trump announces that cryptos are going to be tax-free if you hold them for over a year, and Bitcoin dumps by 10% and some of your altcoins dump by 15 or 20%, you're not going to want to sell because you're going to be more concerned with having to pay the tax man. That, I believe, is the rabbit out of the hat move. You know what's funny? I'm barely sensing something from the Lord right now. Yeah, I'm trying over the next few days to accumulate more cash to set aside if crypto dumps more. I'm not going to be buying at today's levels because what's 10 or 15%? That doesn't bug me. I've been in this game since January of 2017. Trust me, I've seen much bigger corrections. But if it dumps more, and I do believe you could see Bitcoin hit the 200-day moving average at around $73,000, $74,000. And if that happens, these other coins will tank. So I want to have some cash set aside. But I don't want to also suffer from FOMO, where and that's a real emotion that all of us go through. Some go through it on very small levels because we've been in it longer. Some suffer from it, greater amount because it's the first time they've seen an investment they make drop, and it was their hard-earned money. Because a lot of people trade their time for money because they're employees. I went from employee. You guys know that I quit being a fireman, walked off the job last February, and I ceased to be an employee. And I take my creativity, what's in my mind, and create money with it, right? Might sound a little weird, but it's how wealthy people think. And so I'm not going to be shook by this announcement or this market shakeout. I'll buy some more tomorrow if it goes down more, but as of right now, I won't be. But by Trump making this tax-free, I believe he's going to announce it on Friday. So there could be some more bleeding until then. It's going to add a lot of strength and stability to the market. I'll just let you guys go. If you guys want the AI course, it's on sale for today, and then it's going to go up in price. But I think you're about to see some pretty incredible things. Also, in a couple days, I'm going to be releasing something called the Crypto Prepper, and I'm calling on every human being around the world that's never owned crypto. I know it sounds crazy, to be a part of this, and I'm going to teach you how to do something with crypto that will prepare you for some very dark days ahead, years and years in advance, where you can't buy or sell without a mark. It is the most decentralized platform on earth, and I'm trying to wake people up to use it, to uphold it. And I honestly believe it's going to be one of the greatest moves in cryptocurrency this year, because it'll be a true movement and not about price. It's about reality and getting ready for things ahead. And so anyone, after they take this, are going to be able to touch a blockchain. and be able to do things that you've never thought possible. All right, with that being said, the Economic Ninja is out.